Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday of Lunchtime with Anna. This guest that I have here, I know I always say that somebody's really special, but they all are to me, and they know in their own special way they are really special to me. But this guest right here, uh, he's extra special because we're actually working on a movie and a series together. And why
Correct.
couldn't I
Yeah.
bring in the We All Ball casting crew? But before we finish and I give them a chance to speak up, guys, Valentine's just passed. I'm not a fan of Valentine's, as like you guys know. To me, it's a day that's you should be celebrated as a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or your friendship, whatever, or, cheaters, whatever. You should be
Right.
celebrated 365 days a year. So, one day doesn't make me or break me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope if anybody was out there cheating, you won't do it again or whatever you guys got going on. I mean, that's that's your mess. Just don't be messy and don't have problems
Yeah.
in your relationship for real.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure.
um,
Yeah.
aside from that, again, we have the movie premiere of We All Ball. The date of that is March 26th. Get your tickets. It's only $10 at AMC West Melbourne. It will be playing. That's my side of town. That's where I grew up. So
Yep. Yep.
I'm really gonna have Calvin. Believe this or not, I'm gonna have some of my old school friends that I went to school with. I invited them, and they're going out there. So this will be very interesting to watch and see friends I haven't seen in maybe a few years or so.
Oh yeah, for
Because I'm not
sure.
that old, so
Yeah.
um, so we have that announcement. Also, there'll be a red carpet event very soon for the movie Love Song and Power that I also came out in. We are
Oh. Oh.
casting for the huh?
I said that's dope. That's dope.
Thank you, thank you. We are casting for the movie Judy. Calvin, I hope that you have submitted for that movie. We are casting for the
Oh yeah,
movie.
for
It is
sure.
the book that I wrote. It's a thriller suspense, Judy. So I'm sorry, I know I'm a little bit delayed for you, so it sounds like I'm cutting you off. I'm really not.
Oh
What
no,
were
no,
you
you
saying?
good. You good. No, I had a little issue with my headphone, but it's all good.
Okay. Um, so anyway, so Judy, I hope that you have submitted for Judy. We've had a lot of submissions so far. This is going to be a great. I can't tell you guys what it's about, but it is twisted. It is one of those what just happened here. So
Oh,
I'm looking forward to working. I will not be on this movie at all because I want to enjoy so Calvin, it's gonna roll out the weekend of my birthday. Both the book and the movie, same weekend.
oh,
I'm gonna travel between Georgia and Florida and do premieres in both states.
oh,
And that's my goal.
that's
I
what's
go
up.
ahead and do book signing for whoever wants books, so forth, so on. And I'm just really excited to see where this will go. The good thing about it is if you guys get the book signed, remember, I can sign it for you, but the cast that's actually going to be there can sign that book for you as well. I think you can't beat that. I'm always looking for creative ways to change things in the game. And I thought of that and I was like, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it works. So I'm really excited about doing that. I'm trying to think what else do we have going on. We're going to talk to Calvin because I see he's got a lot going on. But I just wanted to give you guys some few little updates before we got started with Calvin. Okay,
Oh
Calvin,
yeah.
Calvin, the big
Yes,
Cal.
ma'am. Hey, yeah, you gotta put some
All
respect on
right,
my
all right.
name, dog. You
Huh?
gotta
You
put
said
some
what?
respect on my name.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Southern style, Southern style. Look. So why don't you tell the listening audience where you're
Oh man.
from, a little bit about
Hey man.
yourself, and so forth, so
Hey,
on.
I'm a prick. I'm a pretty simple guy, man. Like, I'm 28 years old. I was born and raised in Cocoa, Florida. Like, I was born in Rockledge, that's on a hospital around, Baltimore area,
Mhm.
like close to where I was at. But, I was raised in the city. Uh, Grew up in humble beginnings. You know what I mean? Like, went to school. I went to school at Rockledge High. Also I went to the community college out there for a little while, and I did digital media production. That's where I actually fell in love with actually doing content and just being around the camera, behind the camera. It didn't matter. Like I just wanted to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And it
Maybe
just
I can
the
use you
passion
in the
just came
production
through
side.
love.
You heard me?
Hmm.
Maybe I can use you in the production side of
What you say?
Judy. Maybe I can use you in the
Oh yeah, hell
production
yeah,
side
hell
of
yeah.
Judy. I didn't know that. I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
that.
I'm
See,
that.
this is what I love interviewing. But go ahead, keep going, keep going, keep
Yeah,
going.
man. Like, but yeah, I did that at the community college for a while, and then pretty much like the last couple of years, just trying to find my way into this life, because try things, try to see if I like it or not, and then I realized that where my passion was at, and it seemed like every time I try to focus on, all right, like let me do this job just because I need the money, like everything
Mm.
all back to my passion. So it's getting to the point where like as soon as I took that step of faith, like doors just start opening like, constantly. And it was just like, damn, like it can really happen if you just take that step forward. You know what I mean? And so like, but I grew up playing football, and real artsy kid for the most part. I'm an introvert, so like, I can be around people and stuff like that. But most of the time, you'll see me, I'm by myself, or I'm thinking because I feel like I do better by myself. I create things better. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty simple, man. Like I said,
Okay,
just a
okay,
kid from the
okay.
south side of Chocolate City, man. So that's it.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I can't believe you didn't call it Chocolate City because you know that's Chocolate City. Oh my gosh. Coco, Coco. I love Coco. Shout out to all my
Oh
friends
yeah.
out there in Coco. Y'all know who
Oh
y'all
yeah.
are.
Hey. For sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to the people in the city. Oh yeah, man. Shout
Absolutely,
out to all my people.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I may ask, because you said you grew up in humble beginnings, what part of Coco were you raised in? And he's talking about Rockledge
Oh
Woolstock Hospital. I think the name
yeah,
changed
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, they changed the name. I think it's Rockledge Regional, but when I was there, we call it Worksoff over here. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was Roostoff. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was born over
We
there.
grew up on Woolstock.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like anybody I know that's like from the north end or like kind of like north end or like north. I wouldn't say north, but like the central part of the county goes to that hospital before they start building all these other ones that they're building now. Like that, but I'm a beginners though,
Absolutely.
man. I grew up right off of Rosa L. Jones. Like that street was named
I
after
got a few friends
a
in there
black
too. I got a
educator.
few friends in there.
Yeah, yeah, she was a black educator and leadership, and she was part of the civil rights movement too. So it was pretty dope, like being able to live on that street, being part of the Diamond Square district, just knowing the history of where I'm at, and grew up off of
Absolutely.
Blake and Roselle Jones. So both of these are great educators. You know what I mean? Like Michael, not Michael, but his father, Dick Blake. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of history just growing up where I was at. You know what I mean? And I seen the transition from like the '90s to like early 2000s, like I'm talking about late '90s, but to like early 2000s, and then now like it's just a little different now. Like everybody's like kind to themselves, but that's like a lot of that due to COVID, and people morale. But it's all good. Like just taking it one day at a time.
So my understanding, and I think I said this on the other interview that we did with the entire cast, I heard that we can't even be going out to the store anymore, the corner store. Y'all said the name, and I can't think of the name again. I went blank on the name. Is
Oh
it
yeah,
Fish?
fish groceries. Yeah, yeah, fish groceries or ball
Yeah,
head. Any one of those stores like that.
yeah,
If you from the city or just from the area, you know exactly what I mean.
yeah. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? That means it's a hangout. So times change or whatever. So yeah, just drop them weapons. Drop them weapons. It's not worth it. It's not worth the time that you get. You can do other positive things in society that are really worth it. And you know, I really say that because a lot of my friends right now are in jail that I grew up with around the way on first degree murder charges. So it's really just not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they want us to do as minorities, as you know, Calvin, as you know.
Yeah, they
So,
give us the tools to destroy ourselves. So you know
but you know
how
what?
that goes.
You know what? They can give us whatever, but I'll tell you this: it is on
Yeah.
us. It is on us as people of color to not pick up that gun, to not use those
For sure.
drugs, to not
Oh, yeah.
be a victim to the system. I know that there's like you would say, like blocks right there to stop us.
Oh yeah.
But that's not what it's
Oh yeah.
about. We've got to stick together as people of color,
Yeah.
and that's the one announcement I forgot to make. How can I forget Black History Month,
Oh yeah.
man?
Black History
You're
Month. Ooh,
not
ooh, ooh, ooh,
familiar.
ooh, ooh.
Educate
Hey.
yourself. Educate yourself. Big
Yeah.
up to all my Black brothers and sisters because they know I love them to pieces.
Oh
And
yeah.
there is lots of love over here from Lunchtime with Anna. You guys know that.
Oh
I
yeah.
always
For
tell people,
sure.
I'm like, I think I'm the only person that can get in where I fit in because that's just my personality. I just do me, you know.
Right. Right. For
So
sure.
Calvin, you're in the
Yes, ma'am.
movie
Talk to
and
me.
in the series We All Ball. You're coming out in both of them, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Who is your character? I know you can't give too much because I know we all signed gag orders, we all signed contracts, we're all under contract, guys. But
Oh
what's the
yeah. Yeah.
little bit that you could tell
Yeah.
about your character? A little bit that you can give us,
uh.
and don't give them too much.
Hey man. Oh yeah. I played the character Juice. I'm like one of the main characters, like best friends. You know what I mean? Grew up. You know, came up in similar humble beginnings, but you know, it's crazy out there. Like in the storyline, it's crazy. So like basically just like on some everyday, not everyday, but like some everyday hood shit. You know what I mean? Like everybody got their own hoods and neighborhoods that they live in, and certain things happen. And like I'm that friend that's like, hey man, I'm I want to do good. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta get your hands dirty. So that's all I can really say about that. But yeah, I'm playing juice and we all ball. So it's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait to drop because I feel like I got a perfect blend for like my character because it gives me the opportunity to show my personality and also get tough when I have to. You know what I mean? So like, I'm like, oh yeah, get my Denzel on, or if you get my Dave Spell on, like you know what I mean, and make it blend. You know what I mean? Like
I love it. I love it.
that's what I'll go. Yeah, for sure.
That's
So
our
yeah,
homegrown talent, you guys. That's our homegrown talent. Now,
yeah.
do you know about my character? Have you heard a little bit
Oh
about him?
yeah. Oh yeah, I heard a little bit. I can't spill all the beans, but yeah, hey man, like I seen some of the clips from recordings from a couple weeks back, man. It's real. It's
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
real out here.
So just so you guys know, because I've been promoting it on my page, and I know Calvin has seen it. Is
Right.
we both do follow each other. We're busy, but and I know he knows
Hmm.
it's one of these we sign, so you don't ever want to give too much. And have Markel, have the producer, writer. Big ups to Markel, man. Man, we love you, man. We love you. We love you. Um,
Hey man, shout out to Johnny B, man. Shout out to my boy.
That's right. We don't want him pissed off at us for saying more than we should. But I'm not going to say
Oh no.
anything that has not already
Nah.
been said. My
Yeah, man.
character
I don't want him. I
is,
don't want him to come through as toothpick.
and yes, toothpick. Well, you'll hear about it. But so, or you will see it on the premiere and on the series. But so this character, I'm an attorney, and I'm not such a
Yeah.
good attorney, or am I such a good attorney? So
Oh,
it's one of those. You gotta figure me
quotation.
out. So you might love me, you might hate
Yeah,
me, depending on which side of the fence you are. So I hope that I can deliver it for you guys. As Calvin and everybody's delivering it, it might take you guys some time to warm up to me because,
oh yeah.
like I said, I'm not your favorite character for some, and for others, I will be. I'm watching every week just because I'm watching Lisa.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
it
Like,
all depends. It
yeah,
all depends. Others will be Team Brittany. Others will be just everybody. Different
yeah,
teams, and that's all good.
yeah.
That's why people tune in, and that's how you make a hit. Because truly, truly, they all took me in as a family. I think I was the last person added on the cast, and they just brought me in like a family, and have been so
For real.
supportive with me trying to get used to everybody. Because you guys have already been doing this over a year. Is that right?
Honestly, I think it started back in like July. Yeah, July was the first time I ever started recording, and so yeah, so probably either beginning of July or like late June. So it'll be a year coming up.
It's about to be a year, yeah. So, it's been a while. So, they took me in with open arms and just took me in like part of the family,
Hmm.
and that's that. So now,
You made an impact like quick too. So like, thank you for even just being part of the group, man. For
well,
real.
and I'm going to tell you something, Calvin, and people either love me or they hate me for being me, right? So
Right,
most people will try to
right,
hide those jewels from you. They'll try not to give you those jewels. As you guys see,
yeah,
hey, Anna, can you show me how to submit? I'll show you how to submit. Can you show me what a real monologue
right,
should look like? Even I need help sometimes. Sometimes it takes me a while to get into a character. You gotta find that character. That's how you're gonna make it. Whatever you guys need help with, these are things like I told you guys in the interview that I paid. I paid a lot
right,
of money for, and I just give it to everybody. Why? Because there's no reason why we should be sitting here acting all selfish with our stuff,
right.
as if we
For the
can't help
knowledge.
other people that want to learn, especially people from the Countdown County. Y'all know that's home sweet home for me. I got extra love
Oh
for the
yeah,
321
oh
Countdown
yeah,
County.
man. Hey man, yeah. That's one thing I definitely want to see more in the county is like more filmmakers and just more content creators. Just like right now, like content creating is starting to get real big. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been making memes for a long time, so little they know they've been content creating like for a while. But it's like now you got people that's really stepping to the forefront, really trying to get into this industry, and I feel like this is the time. Like I use TikTok and any other sources that I use as far as to to make my videos. I just use it as practice. So when I do come to the scenes or whenever I have to schedule for real ball, whatever I'm doing, you know what I mean, I'll be ready. You know what I mean. So just keeping my skills sharp. So I'll tell anybody that's coming from the 3-2-1, keep working, keep pushing, and
Amen
keep
to that.
striving. Like because you like literally doors will open. Like even if you can't find a way, you're gonna make pressure apply. Like pressure gonna bust pipes every time. So just keep going for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and you went right into what I was just about to bring up. Y'all, believe it or not, Calvin is a comedian. You see him there trying to be all serious and stuff. He's a comedian. He does have a
I just love
TikTok
this.
platform that he really uses. You use your Facebook as well, also, right?
Oh yeah, those two are my favorite right now. I can honestly say, and I just started getting on Facebook, so I'm really fucking with Facebook at the moment.
So, and I'll walk you through with Facebook, because Facebook, it's just a matter of just putting the right content out there,
Yeah.
you know? And
Hmm.
having, I just saw something that you had posted recently about what to do, what steps. And whenever you're on a
Right.
live and people like your stuff, I always try to show people love, because I think it's so important. Like, don't ever
Oh
think
yeah,
you're too good for anybody. You know
no
what I
doubt.
mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt, for sure. It's like
Absolutely.
sometimes like you got to get humble. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause literally, because one thing about with content creating or just acting or anything, you have the ability to change how the way people feel. So you might do something on the screen or whatever, and people will be talking about it all day. They'll talk about it at lunch. They'll talk about it at home with their significant other. But oh yeah, man, I seen this video. Da, da, da. Like it made me feel like this, or it made me feel some type of way. Like having that ability to like make people talk and like you know what I mean. That's like the biggest thing, you know what I mean? Like I'm starting to realize that I want to give people something to remember, and just like Facebook, like you were saying, or just any social media, they got algorithms, you know what I mean, that that has certain things in place. So usually they go based off of what you're most likely to look at, or something that you already previously liked, or things in that nature, in order for the videos to spin. And a lot of people don't even know like really how the algorithm works, but like every different thing, whether it's a post, a story, a reel, or a live, it has its own algorithm. You know what I mean? And especially if you have a niche and you continue to show that niche, it'll be easy to pick up a crowd because they already know if you're doing. Oh, I'm gonna do a lot about dog walking. Everything I do is about dog walking. They gonna know. So when the people post up, they're thinking, oh, okay, I know what they're gonna do. But if you go from dog walking one day to I'm gonna be an astronaut, like you know what I mean, you go off the algorithm. So people be like, when I post post different videos, you know what I mean. I try to keep everything within my niche, where it's either informing or I try to keep it like comedy wise, you know what I mean. But also got a strong head, so it's kind of like I try to show, I try to take like things that bother me or things I might not say and use it in a comedy form. You know what I mean? Just get my truth out that way.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, I I watch his I don't know, do you see that I like it all the time? I'm not gonna lie to you, right? So I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
for sure. You definitely
really,
be locked there.
yeah. I'm really thinking, and this is a confession, and this is a confession, and Big Cal hears it first, okay? Check this out, check this out. So I've been really slacking on doing like promoting, marketing, like I do, a lot on the lunchtime with Hannah and
Hmm.
help a lot of people out there. So I've been really cheating and I've been on TikTok watching videos and it's getting addictive. So I'm like, I gotta take a
Yeah.
break because there's certain
Oh
friends
yeah.
that you just forward those videos to
Yeah.
and y'all are just laughing all day long. And I'm like, oh no, we can't be doing this. No. So I'm about to log off TikTok for a little while. I need a break. I need a break. And it's just a confession.
Hmm.
Sorry, y'all. TikTok can get pretty addictive with those videos. And see, they have them everywhere. They have it on TikTok,
Man, for
they
real.
have it on Instagram, they have it on Facebook, and it's just addictive. So I haven't been doing other things I'm supposed to. I was sitting in a Zoom meeting, and please don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me if
Yeah.
anybody's listening to me from work. And I'm like sitting here smirking because I'm like listening to the videos really low, and I'm like, okay, this is addictive. I can't be doing this.
Yeah.
You can't get like that with
Yeah.
anything. You know what I mean?
It gets like I mean, but it happens though. Like it's crazy because like TikTok is so explosive and it's so in your face and it's so like instant. It's like okay, you can consume so much of it before you know it. You done went over 100 videos. You know what I'm saying? Like just scrolling. You know what I mean? Because like, and then on top of that, it is everywhere, and that's one of the biggest problems Instagram and Facebook is having right now. Is because so many people putting their TikTok videos on their site, and so when they post up reels or they post up anything that has the TikTok, anything waterprint emblem on there, you're giving them more promotion and taking away from Facebook or taking away from Instagram or whatever profile like program is. So like TikTok has really got the game in like a headlock, as far as like because everybody want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And it's just like not everybody know the rules about posting content too. You know what I mean? Like in the sense if you're really trying to get yourself out there and try to make any ends off of
So, okay, first before we go into you explaining some of those things because I really enjoy your videos. I really do. And at the end of the show, he'll tell you guys how you guys can follow him and stuff. But so we're on he's got his TikTok and he's very, very, very funny. Has that been something that's always been in you, or is that new?
So I think I've just been goofy from the jump. Like I just think I've just been goofy from the jump. Like just probably just the way I came out into the world. Mom said when she was having me, like I shot out like a candy, like football. Like I guess the doctor had to catch me like a football, right? And then like, I didn't cry. I was just sitting there, like, what's going on? Like I'm here, world. I've just been camera ready. I've been born ready. Like one of my first pictures I ever seen of me, I'm like goofy, you know what I mean? It look like I'm just, having a good time. So I just feel like it's been a part of me. I mean, just watching comedies and just watching entertainment. Like I always been fascinated by. I feel like I'm a copycat. I feel like I can mimic anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like or get close to it, kind of like in the sense of like, okay, I can do that. I can do this.
So
For
who's your
sure.
favorite comedian?
Oh man. I don't want to just say one. It'd be disrespectful to the whole culture. Shit. Definitely you got Dave up there. I love Kevin Hart. These are the guys. Some of the guys I watch. Cat Williams. Uh, man, I love Eddie Griffin. Definitely my top five. Also like old school ones too. I like Eddie Murphy because his raw, like the raw coming in. I was like, man, when I see that's like, what the hell is this? Like, even though it was like years
Yeah,
later,
enough
I was just
goals
like,
for
this
everybody.
man was out his mind. Yeah, and
Yeah,
he was just multi-talented. So like,
yeah,
yeah. So I was like, man, what can you do? Like,
yeah,
so like,
yeah.
yeah, those are guys that I definitely looked up to. I watched a lot of film, like a lot of comedy movies, a lot of those.
And truthfully, like comedy is one of my favorites out there. I love to laugh. I love to laugh.
Oh yeah,
And similar to you, I'm also very introverted. Anybody who knows me knows I can be around people, but then I'm tired. I feel weak. We've been together for a while. I'm kind of like no more people for a bit, So I kind of have loved COVID because I get to sit home a lot and work from home a lot
yeah,
and don't have to deal with people. It's just only on a screen. Half the time I just shut off the camera unless it's mandatory that your cameras are on. And like I tell people, I'm like, if I went to like to work in my actual clothes that I have on, I'm like dressed from here up, usually and got pajama pants on.
right. For sure. Yeah, comfort is everything. Oh yeah, you working at home too, man? I'll be sleep all the time. I'm out of there.
Absolutely. And now it's like I really, how was COVID for you? Like, we're in Florida, you guys. People don't care about COVID out here. Like straight up. I'm
Yeah,
coming from Georgia. They're like
yeah,
straight
yeah,
gangster out here. You
yeah.
hear me?
It's yeah, like people out here, man, like COVID really didn't stop too much of anything. But for me, it was like more like it was tough at the beginning because I was stuck in the house. You know what I mean? For the most part, because I didn't know exactly how serious they were taking the mandates or whatnot, so I didn't want to get caught outside after curfew or whatever it was. But like I got closer with my wife, you know what I mean, and like just like basically bonded and then got myself in order. And if it wasn't for COVID, like not just COVID, but just the pandemic period, like I wouldn't dick kicking the TV. Like everything happened, like COVID took my father, so like if that didn't happen, COVID didn't take my father, you feel me? And like all like I don't know if I would be doing kicking the TV. I'd probably still be, going through like the daily, just going through the motions. So it gave me a purpose, like you know what I mean. Like I found a purpose through like during a challenging time. You know what I mean, and it was nice. Like I found TikTok and it just grow to other platforms, and I love it, man. Like it's
And that's
fun.
awesome.
It's
That's
fun being
awesome.
able to like do what you love.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry for your loss. A lot of lives have been lost due to COVID. So, guys, be respectful of others and don't say that COVID's not real. Just please don't do that.
Oh yeah,
For what it's
for sure.
worth, I am one of the few that is fully vaccinated and has had one booster. I will not take
Same
any more
here.
boosters
Right.
because I just think anything more, it's almost like the flu shot, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not everybody else,
Right.
just my opinion. So I've been fully vaccinated and and I still, as you know, Calvin, I still wear my mask. I might take it off, if we're doing
Oh yeah, for
something,
sure.
but as soon as I'm back out in the real world, you have to be respectful of others. It's just my opinion. And their space,
For sure.
to each their own. I'm not trying to debate my opinion with anybody. Hey, if you guys don't want to wear a mask, that's on you. You want to catch COVID, that's on you. But don't
Oh yeah.
post videos then complaining that you should have taken a vaccine because by now we should all be vaccinated if we're going to be vaccinated. That's that. Um,
Right.
that's just my opinion. Um, and so you mentioned your wife. Shout out to your beautiful wife from Lunchtime with Anna. I'm looking
Oh
forward to
yeah.
meeting you in
Shout out to
person.
my baby.
Will she be at the
Shout out to
premiere?
my baby. Huh?
Will she be at the premiere?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She gonna be there. You know, man. We gonna be all nice and draped up. And
I know
it's gonna
that's
be
right.
fun.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
she
going
can
to the
see me
after
on the big
party?
screen.
Are you guys going to the red carpet
Oh, the
event
after
after
party.
party?
Ain't nobody invited me.
I
Hey, just
I was
know
the
I'm gonna
one.
be
I was the
there. We
one
gonna
that
be
told them,
there.
are we
We
gonna
gonna
have
show
an
our
after
faces.
party? So that's probably why they didn't even know they were having one.
Oh, okay. Hey. Well, now we know now. We know
So I
now.
don't know what they're doing, but I know they're still working the ins and outs. That's probably why. So I'm gonna wear outfit and I gotta be on point for the red carpet event at the movie theater, which I don't know how they're gonna do that. It might just be a regular movie theater with the whole cast needs to take pictures together and then take some pictures with other people and stuff. And then
Right.
I want to go ahead and um and get my fresh outfit for the after party.
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure,
really
for
looking
sure, for
forward
sure.
to it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
me too.
really
Man.
looking
I
forward
just
to
want
it.
to kick back and have a good time and enjoy,
Absolutely.
to a successful movie for sure.
Yes, and the beginning of a series that we're all gonna master. So, like I said, this is the first time this is happening. So, I believe that it won't be absolutely perfect. A lot of things are for the first time,
Right, right,
but
right.
we will perfect it. I
Oh yeah,
promise
yeah.
on every time it airs, every time after that. What do you think?
Oh yeah, man. We just gonna get better with time. We're gonna get better with time. It's
Yes,
like wine,
like wine, like
we're gonna
wine.
learn from trial and error. Yeah,
um,
yeah. It's
okay,
because like
okay,
the
Calvin.
thing about it is everybody's like growing into like the character and actually getting to that point where like all right, we know where we're going, we know the vision, the movies to kick off the series, so
Yes,
we just ready to get to work, man. Like everybody's ready to get to work and get it done. And I'm anxious just to get back with the crew, man, full time. Because I know we're getting towards like we towards like the promotion part of it now, so like. I just can't wait to like get back to crew, get back to work, produce more content for the world.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, okay. So you mentioned a lot of things, and I'm gonna go back because I'm like, you don't slide that. Lunchtime with Anna likes to get it all first over here. I like to get all the scoop on everything. That's why it's lunchtime with Anna, right? So okay, you done.
Right, right, right.
Okay, so wait. So you said, you sat home, you had to slow down. It was your time of
Yeah,
reflecting. I think we all had that moment
right.
where it was like, I needed to really slow down. I didn't realize I was doing so much.
Hmm.
In
Yeah,
my opinion, it was a great thing because what I did, and I'm sure this is what it sounds like you said you did, is I went
right.
ahead. Well, I got me this book. And these are prayers that I started writing. And, it's written up. I'm not going to tell my personal stuff, but I got another book and it's somewhere up here put away in my closet. But both of these books, I just started writing ideas, things that my father would bring to me, things that my father would say, this is what's going to happen. This is your vision. This is what's going to happen. Calvin,
Right.
I lie to you not. When COVID happened, it opened up my eyes to so much that I needed to do. Like, I'll give you an example. I was just an
Real
assistant
talk.
pastor at the church, right? after during this
Right.
COVID, churches closed or whatever. My church closed last year. So that's my certification to say that I'm ordained to marry people, to baptize people, to do all of that.
Right.
That was one of my goals. And I did that. It was to write 2 books. I finished both books. There was just so much that I did. I started airing lunchtime. I left because the radio station closed down, and it was the best thing that ever happened. Because let me tell you about how it closed down. And I noticed that when I was doing my lives, I was having more viewers than I did at the station when I would go live. How about that? So it's blessings like that. How was that for you? I just kind of gave you some examples of me because my audience knows I like to be pretty personal. I tell the good stuff that you guys want to hear about the industry. I'm not going to tell you guys about my everyday life. That could be a little bit boring. So, but how was that moment, that reflection moment for you?
Oh yeah, at first it was a little bit challenging, you know what I mean? Because I'm so used to being on go, so being able to used to be like, all right, I can go to this, I can hang out with people without feeling like, oh, I might get sick or anything like that. So, and then it was like I really just tapped in with my inner self, like you know what I mean? And like I said, I started doing videos again because after I dropped out of college, whatever, it was kind of like, yeah, man, it's a pipe dream. I ain't got the money or the resources to really do it. And then like once Instagram and all these different, social media things coming around, and I realized they had the same type of software, and I could pretty much use to edit videos and do all this thing. So now it's just, like it was like a good turning point for me because it gave me a chance to really reflect on what was important, which was family, and and being happy about what you're gonna do, and hopefully that what you're doing is gonna be able to take care of you financially. You know what I mean? And continue to go on, and like it made me realize that at any point, like you can be at a job and everything can just stop. The whole world can stop. You know what I mean? And it made me like be more aware about like how I spend my money and just not even just spending money, but just saving money. You know what I mean? Like just in case if a rainy day happened, because a lot of people was either put out their house or lost card or whatever the situation is. Like just went through a lot. You know what I mean? And I was blessed to say I came out of the pandemic better than I went in. You know what I mean? Like I went into the pandemic without a car, and then getting a car, and then getting a better place. You know what I mean? And got closer to my wife, got closer to like my spirituality, and just my family. You know what I mean? Even if it was from a distance, but we starting to get back to normal. Like at least try to. So yeah, it was definitely challenging at first, but it turned out to be a blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that. I love that because I think for a lot of us it was the same thing. Especially like and I'll tell you, rest in peace, Patsy. I lost a family member as well to COVID. And the hard part was, if you recall, COVID started out in March. That they were really saying the cases were here. I believe it was here before then. Okay, that's why it spread the way it spread. But that's just my opinion. Um, so, she did contract COVID. They stay, you know, long story short, she went in on the day of her birthday, I believe it was, or the day before her birthday. We never saw her again. Next time we saw her, she tried to fight it. She didn't make it. She didn't make it. So it's just one of those things that it's really hard because you're not expecting this. You're not prepared mentally for this. And
Yeah, you never
now you
sit
have
there
to
for anything
grieve.
like
You
that.
can't
Yeah.
be around the person. It's hard. It's really hard. I've never seen anything like this in my existence, you know?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's a scary time because like it's kind of hard not being able to go see my mom whenever I want to, especially when it first started happening. But at that time, actually, I was staying closer to her, but even then, she was kind of scared to even have people just come to the house or anything like that. So it was just like, get out of her wishes and whatnot. So, and then I lost another friend to COVID. I lost my good friend, Marquise Davis. That's my good boy, aka Cornbread. He was one of the first guys that was helping me out with getting my T-shirts and stuff like that out to like promote my kicking the bed business and just stuff like that. And the last time I talked to him was kind of similar like yours. Like I talked to him for 4 hours. Like out of that 4 hours, you know what I mean? And we just sitting and talking about business and all this things. And that was the longest we ever talked since like we was like in middle school. So you spend time with people, but as you get older, you got your own life. So this is a long time, longest time we spend with each other in a long time. And we just talking, and then next thing you know, I go to Miami the very next week. He said he had COVID. 5 days later, he was gone. And like he was like my age, 28. You know what I mean? Like, he would have been 29 last week. So it's and then just a lot of other people. I can't even name. Like that's how many people we lost. Like what I mean, in the last year or two, just from COVID and just natural causes or whatever. But that COVID has been wiping people out.
Absolutely.
For
Absolutely. Um, and I think that saddens a lot of us because I think a lot of us have. I just don't understand the people that act like it's nothing. I'm like, it's not
Like
just a
nothing happened.
cold. It's not just the flu. That thing can take you out. Okay, true. The flu can take some people out. Okay. Certain things can kill you as
Oh
well,
yeah.
but not in the numbers that we saw people pass away due to COVID. Um,
Right.
so again, to all the families that have lost people, mine and Big Cal's heart is with each and every one of you guys because it's hit home as well for us. And it's not something very easy to take because it takes you a long time to recuperate and grieve from
Oh
loss that
yeah.
should have never taken place.
Just
Never taken place. At least not so early.
right.
um,
It was kind of like the plague. You know what I mean? Like it just happened, and just now
mhm,
everybody that survived was kind of like with survivor's guilt. Kind of like,
mhm,
dang, it could have been any one of us. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that
absolutely.
the ones that's still alive, we gotta feed like into each other and keep going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so back to your TikTok. What are some of the skits that you do? Tell the listening audience. Actually, you should
Oh,
do one for me. I should get an exclusive.
oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we definitely do that, man. It's like yeah, my TikTok is Kicking the Bed TV, the real Kicking the Bed TV on Instagram, the real Kicking the Bed TV, and like Twitter and Snapchat, just regular Kicking the Bed TV, pound sign. And yeah, like I said, I started doing that, and it just built up steam. Like literally, one video went from going 300 views to 2 million, and I was like, okay, this really can this really can happen. And then I end up seeing that Facebook and Instagram had reels too, so I did pretty good on reels. I did quite a few thousand on reels on Instagram, but Facebook and TikTok, man, they just explosive, man. So I've just been doing that, and now I'm starting to inform people too about how they can attract more viewers and boost engagement and just ways that can help them build their communities because a lot of people don't realize that when you do this on a daily and like people are watching you, and you got people like you got some faithful fans like. People are watching, you know what I mean? They want you to continue to
Mhm.
do great content. And so I try to give out some other great content as I can, try to interact with people as much as I can, networking, Literally, if it wasn't for Facebook and TikTok, like I had two directors hit me up literally like 2 weeks ago, you know what I mean? So, and we like, in conversation. So you never know what the future will have behold, you know what I mean? Like, so life is good right now, man. It's just
If you ever want
TikTok,
to,
man. Facebook is
whatever
taking my
board,
life.
you can do my Facebook. I'm really want to get off social media and put my time onto other things. As Big Cow, you do know that like
Oh yeah,
I don't have
we'll
time
talk
to
more.
even breathe, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I understand. I said, yeah, we definitely will talk more about that. We can talk business.
Absolutely. Hey, and like I said, if you want to, and it's something we can look into. Something I'm gonna tell the listening audience, and I'm real big on this, and I think I told the cast. Look, we're all right striving for different levels of success, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm really big on saying I know nothing's free, right? However, sometimes you got to put your dirty work in to get where
Oh
you
yeah.
need to go. And I'll give you an example, Kelvin. Now, check this out. Check this out.
All right.
I turn around and I've been doing things for free for like 3 4 years, just giving people stuff, just dedicating my time. A lot of times it was free. Sometimes people would be like, yo, I want to donate whatever for your cause, and that would be fine, but mostly it was me out of pocket because I knew I had to give that stuff, right, to get where I
Right.
needed to get. So long story short, I turn around and I connect with the right production company. Shout out to Asar Freeman. Love you very much, man. That's my brother.
Hey, shout
And
out, shout out.
literally my brother. We're talking all day, texting back and forth all day about business. But he, he we're talking and he's like, it was amazing that I was actually talking to somebody who was exactly, and I don't lie to you not, exactly on my level of thinking and of getting higher, right, within the entertainment industry with the same vision. I never speak to anybody who's there with me. They might have things or whatever. They might be over the top. They might be under me, but never
Oh yeah,
there.
for sure.
So, I mean, the connection was so huge when we actually talked. Now, mind you, I do a series with them, and that's Moshe. That's where I play Detective Garcia. I've been doing this series for a year now.
Oh yeah.
Come March, I'll be working on this series for a
Yeah.
year. He turns around and they have a Zoom meeting. They put me on staff, and then it's like I'm finally seeing, how do I say this, I'm finally seeing what I've sown, right, reaping its harvest, because I
Hmm.
was like, what a blessing, what a blessing. And now I get to be
Right.
even more home to do more of my stuff that I like to
Yep.
do with that creativity and continue growing. And
Hmm.
see, so I say that to say this. Yeah, quit charging an arm and a leg when I could probably learn to do the same thing you're learning, that you do, and you're like trying to rob somebody's arm. Life is
Right.
expensive right now, and we've got to, as people of color, help one another.
For
And
sure.
trust me, you're gonna thank me. Some people don't
Oh
feel
yeah.
like that. How do you feel about that, Calvin? You might not agree with me. You might say, no, Anna, there's a
Oh,
fee for everything.
oh yeah. I mean, some people feel like it's a fee for everything. I truly believe you got to put in your 10,000 hours. Like you got to put in your 10,000 hours of training in order for you to really master your craft. So when everything else will come in, it'll come in abundance. So yeah, man, I feel like I do stuff for free. Like I've been doing stuff for free for a little while. You know what I mean? And there's certain things that if I know I take a little bit of time, I may put a fee on there, but it ain't gonna be nothing extensive. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to put in
Absolutely.
10,000 hours. You know what I mean? and then you also build, relationships because I might do a movie for you, or I might help you out with production, and then maybe you might get a bigger deal later on in life. You're like, oh, I remember when he helped me out. You know what? Hey, want you to be a part of my production team. I got a distribution deal or whatever. I want you to come be a part of my team. It's just because I put in the work. I didn't ask you for a cent or whatever, but I put in the work for you and let you know that I'll do it for the love of the culture. So, getting paid is just showing your way of appreciation, like, oh, thank you, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people do this for the love, you know what I mean? Like I love the game, you know what I mean? But also I won't let nobody, try to like manipulate me and be like, oh yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you, because I didn't do something for certain people, and oh yeah, I got you, and they forget, you know what I mean? So like I do it for the people that's genuine at heart, and the ones that really need help. Those are the ones I give help to, and I put my life into. Like I would give life to that situation. Yeah, for sure. I just want to make sure I give my energy to the right people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And see, you heard it. Look, you heard it right here, Lunchtime with Anna, right? You heard it live on our show. And I'm going to tell you what, I see you making it, because you got to get your feet wet. You got to get your feet dirty. You got to do what you got to do. Now, I don't say do anything that is immorally wrong. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
do what you do and help people when you can. And I promise you, God is going to bless you. I promise you, God is not going to leave you behind. And I promise you that when them doors open, people are going to be like, what?
Oh yeah,
How?
for sure.
How? How?
Yeah, man.
Well, let me tell you about my God. Let me tell you about favor.
All right, all right.
Let me tell you about all that. So anyhow, so you're sitting here, you're doing your TikToks. Which
I
video?
also do podcasts too. Yeah,
You do podcasts?
yeah.
I
Her
did not know
perspective
that.
podcast. Yeah, it just dropped. Just some of the content. I mean, not content, but just some of the merch that we're gonna have coming out too. So yeah, Money on Money Entertainment. Those people that's backing me on that. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the host of that.
Okay, so what platform are you doing this independently, or are you actually on a platform?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be like it's probably just posted through not Facebook, but yeah, I like possibly Facebook Live and also YouTube Live, or might just pre-record it and just put it on YouTube. So I don't like it right now. I'm still learning about the different sources. Right now, we just getting artists and different people of entertainment and interviewing them and just getting a story out. Especially from the people from Brevard County.
I love that.
So yeah,
I
it's gonna be
love
pretty
that.
good.
I got a proposition for you. I got an offer for you. And you told me you can think
Oh
about
yeah.
it if you want. All right. Lunchtime with Anna.
All right.
Actually, our devices all made an update, right? When they did this update, my
Right.
equipment for the radio is not connecting somehow to the devices to be able to play the music, to be able to download the stuff. It's not been doing it. This is my offer to you.
Right.
Divine Radio should be up and running. It's an internet radio station very, very soon. I wanted to put some content
wow.
in there. If you're down with it, I open the door for you to come in. If I do charge a fee, because remember, you pay electricity, you got to pay a lot of things, okay? It's not free.
Right.
So if I do charge anything,
Yeah,
trust
for
me,
sure.
it's going to be next to nothing. It's going to be, it's going to be next to nothing. So if you're for it, or you can think about it, it's just a different platform that you can use, and your followers can listen to you, and as well as on the other platforms, if you're willing to do it. So just so you know, that's
Oh
why
yeah.
Divine Radio is not up and running. That's why I always tag Divine Radio, because it's already registered. It is a real business. It is an official business, such as Lunchtime with Anna, and we see you. You guys, if you guys have a business, make sure that you register it legitly. If you guys need help with that,
Oh
I can
yeah.
always help and walk you through the process. And even now, I noticed last night or 2 days ago, even on TikTok, they show you guys how to do it. It's like easy. And people were actually charging $500 to $1,000 for this to think how easy it was, and that was ridiculous. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know, there's some finesses out here. You know how that goes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely down. We definitely been on down. Talk. We can talk more. You know what I mean? And let me know when you need me, and I'll just pop up. Because right now, like, I'm trying to get as much
Absolutely.
work in
So
as
we're
possible.
working
You know
on
what I
a
mean?
building. We're working on a building.
Right.
If you see something, let me know, because we're gonna work on a building, and like I said, because Lunchtime with Anna is gonna be a reality where the show actually airs, but I want to have the Divine Radio there, and people actually come in and do their interviews. It's so much easier rather than having to sit here at the way that we're doing it now, right? Virtually. It's so much easier to just walk
Right.
into a building and do it. The only thing I would probably ask,
Right.
well, it's radio anyway, you can't really see them, is if they're not vaccinated, they might get upset with me. You have to wear a mask. I mean, you just do. You're not just going to give people
Right.
COVID, because it's very different
Yeah.
for
For
you to
sure.
be
For sure.
vaccinated and not be, you know?
Oh yeah. For sure.
So if you're with
Yeah.
it,
For sure.
I'm gonna say big C, big C. If you're with it,
Huh?
we'll work out the ins and outs. Let me know. And I'm one of those. I like to do everything
Oh yeah.
legal and
For
under
sure.
contracts where we're doing things right the way we're supposed to do them, because you just don't want any drama. Any he said, she said, no. It's right here on paper. We both signed this, and I think it just makes business
Right.
better. So I'm all for it. If you're down for it, you start getting them
Oh
interviews
yeah.
together,
Oh
man.
yeah. I'm about to say, just go ahead. Send it. I'll give you my email. Send me the contract over. You know, and then we'll go from there. I got you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm all for it. So the next thing is, so you have your content. Now you have your show
Right.
that you're doing. Um, which one out of all the personalities that you do, because you do different personalities, impersonations, I guess would
Right.
be a better word.
Right. Oh yeah.
Which
I
one
know
gets the most
exactly what
love?
you want. I think the character I just created like a week ago, not a week ago, but a couple weeks ago, Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck is funny. He's one
Yes.
of them. Like I try. He's basically a combination of different old men I done seen in my life, old school players, scallywag, or all that good stuff. I try to bring a lot of different personalities that I done seen, and just bring it out so I can just be me, and just have fun with it because Uncle Buck is crazy, man. Like he went to go play basketball the other day, so yeah, he's out there trying to
Yeah,
show his nephew
I
how to
saw.
ball, and you never know, he might go parachuting next. You never know. Like Uncle Buck, I'm gonna bring some other characters in too. Mary Lou, I got. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have a female playing that one for me, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So Uncle Buck is definitely one that's getting a lot of love right now. But I'm getting love from just about everywhere, man. Like Facebook, especially,
How
like
did you come
they
up,
love
if
me
I
right
may
now.
ask,
So
and
I
sorry
love
to interrupt you. How did you come up with Uncle
it. Yeah,
Buck?
you good.
Because he reminds me of Uncle Buck really from the South, from Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was just one day. I was just like, man, I'm a huge a huge a fan of Country Wayne, shout out to Country Wayne, man. But yeah, he was playing this dude, Buddy. I was like, man, I know I can play somebody. I was like, man, Uncle what? Uncle, and I was like, Marquell got his Uncle Oil Slick, and I was like, man, I'm gonna try to get him an Oil Slick out of retirement. So you know what? I'm gonna call myself Uncle Buck. So I got me some hairspray that was like gray, did it all up, got me some older looking clothes. You know what I mean? And got me some glasses, and next thing you know, hey, how you doing today? I'm like, but like, before you know it, I'm like, yeah, how you doing this? So I like, just try to keep character. Like, I like doing stuff like that. I like being able to, make people laugh. So it's
And so you know that this is the thing, though. Uncle Buck, um, can really become a character in something that we do in the future within Markel, or even if anybody branches out to do your own production company, man, big ups to you guys that take a leap of faith and do it. Big
Oh yeah, for
ups,
sure.
big ups. So I'm gonna reveal it. And this interview has gone a lot faster than thought it would. I mean, it's just going because we're having real good conversation here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I was surprised right before the show, right? And Big C tells me, he's like, yeah, and I want to ask you a few questions. And says, oh, you want to interview me? My
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, seriously, I said, I like that because that's bold, because nobody has ever asked at lunchtime with Anna. Nothing. I'm usually interviewing you guys. So go ahead, ask whatever you want to ask. Lunchtime with Anna is going to answer it. What's up? What's up?
All right. What was your favorite screenplay or film that you've done so far? What was your favorite one you think you've done, like, out of all your work?
You can't say that. That's not that I performed in. You can't do
Yeah.
that to me. You can't do that to me
Ah,
because you can't do that one. No.
hey man, that's the one question I got. That's the one question I got. Let me know, man. Somebody's feelings gonna have to be hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get you in no trouble, man. You gonna have to. But
They
yeah,
are
just tell me who
all
is.
good.
Not who, but like what?
They are all good. And I have enjoyed everything that I do within the industry. Straight up, straight up. So I'll tell you like what the differences were. Um, I did Tales. I don't know if you remember me saying it on the interview. Tales, season 3.
Right, correct.
It
Yeah,
should be coming up sometime
that's
soon.
dope.
I did a few of them. I did a lot while COVID was going on, but they weren't big roles, right? Like little things here and there. Okay.
Right.
However, I gotta, you see, because they're all different, but they're all good in different ways. Does this make sense? Because, okay, Love Song and Power is what originally opened the door to me, for me to do anything in the industry. We filmed Love
Oh
Song and
yeah.
Power 2 years ago. And I'm going to tell you how that happened. This is how good and faithful our Father is. I
Right.
interviewed a whole cast, a whole crew. I think it was
Right.
almost 2 months. Every week I would interview them on Wednesday.
Right.
I did not know that they were able to write me in. You know what they did? On air, they give me the surprise that I'm going to be on the cast of that movie. I thought they were joking.
Oh
I was like,
wow.
no, no way. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. And they were like, no, we love you, Anna. So that was the door that opened for me, right? I'm not going to say the original door, but, I had to be Lunchtime with Anna, and I had to go through other things to be in that movie and be casted, right? So in that
Right.
movie, I played Lunchtime with Anna. Like if you look me up, Lunchtime with Anna is whose name is IMDb, right? Now,
Right.
I will say with Blackbird's Melody, the series Moshe, what I appreciate about that series, and like I said, I did a lot of other small things that, it's not like these big roles like I did in all of these other ones, right? What it was
Right.
with Moshe, what it is with Moshe, is because that character is so much like me in real life.
Right.
So much like me. It's
Yeah.
hard for me to get into character with her. It's hard for me to be Detective G. And what I love about Asar
Right.
is he is so detailed. It will be a good series. And I know without a doubt, when that hits the major networks, Prime and all that, I foresee nothing but good things. Okay. Markel.
Oh yeah.
On We
Oh
All
yeah.
Ball.
My boy.
And these
My
I'm
boy.
just naming these because these
Oh
are
yeah.
the
My
big
boy.
ones that I have this year coming up. And I will be doing other projects, but these are the big ones. Okay. Um,
Right.
with Markel, and this is straight up, he's actually opened the door for me to be a villain. I've never played a villain. I'm always the good person. And I'm always the good person in real life, right? So I kind of like it because I'm like, I get to be bad. I get to do things that you guys don't, yeah, yeah, like be evil, sneaky, conniving, a thief, whatever, and I don't know how he's gonna write that, guys. I have no idea how Markel, because
nobody knows.
You just never know.
Yeah, straight process is crazy.
Absolutely. So, I'd have to say, like, really, those are within my top three. I came out in the Homecoming of Madea, the movie he's got coming out now. Now, what they edit and what they don't edit, what they do keep, what they don't keep, I don't know, because those cameras go so fast and they got you filming the same thing over 12 hours. If you see
over again.
Yes, the same part, and then they're
filming it from different angles. I see her working with Tyler Perry, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did get to do Heels. I did come out in the new Black Adam comic movie, comic character, which will be, it's with The Rock. It will be premiering very soon, I think June or July they gave it. But I did come out in that part when they go back in time. I'll just say that. I can't say too much. We're under gag order for that movie as well. So, I'd have to say it's the smaller productions for me, the independent productions. And the reason why is the love and support that you feel with that cast and crew. You guys practically become family.
Right.
You just watch when we're all filming Judy, how much Anna's going to spoil everybody, because I'm on the other end. So I'm going to treat every one of my cast members the way I want. I love to be treated when I'm on set. Like Brittany, I bet you she's going to come back showing off about how much good food Tyler Perry and them had on set. So it's things like that.
Oh, hallelujah.
So I'd have to say I don't have a favorite, just because those three guys right there. Shout out to Eric, shout out to Markel, and Donnie B, and shout out to Asar. And they know that I love each and every one of them. One thing about me is they know I'm always going to tell the truth, whether they like it, whether I like it or not. I'm going to be honest, because this is what we do. And we have to be honest with one another and love one another and come to each other with love, right? And correct each other in love. So I'd have to say it's all of them on the small productions. And I've done big productions. I'm very proud of that. How many people can say I came out in the Black Adam movie?
Right.
Or, I came out in this. Man, there's so many that I don't even have on my IMDb. And I should, because these things get you up on there, but I just don't have time. That's what I'm telling you. I just need somebody to take over my social media so I stay off TikTok.
Right. Heard that. We definitely talk more about that, man, for sure. Like, it's just, man, because thank you for even bringing me on the show, man. Like, for sure. We definitely got to do this again.
We're gonna do this. I kind of like the question because you put me on the spot. I didn't think you were gonna ask that one. I thought you were gonna ask, well, what do you think for this or that? Okay,
I had to make it good. I
know. But I had to give a good, fair answer to where I showed everybody love, because Anna has no favorites. I love each and every one of you guys. You guys know that, all the same. And because we're all a family, we really, really are. So again, you already said it, but what are the different ways that you could be reached via your platforms? If you have a website, if you have an email, however you want your fans or followers to follow you or whatever, give all those, and then any final thoughts that you have before we get off.
Okay, like I said, you can find me again on Facebook. You can find me at Calvin Terrell Mitchell as well, personal profile, but I do a lot of sitting on my content there. Also, you can find me on Instagram at the real underscore kicking it bit TV, and then you can also find me on TikTok, the real kicking it bit TV. Yeah, so you pound sign kicking the bit TV, kicking the bit TV compound together. You know what I mean? Like anywhere you put that in, anywhere, you'll find me. So yeah, definitely. Or you can hit me on my email if you need booking or you don't want content to be done. My email is kickingthebitTV1@gmail. So yeah, and also catch the podcast Hood Perspective. It's going to be dropping real soon. It's going to be nice. And then on top of that, We All Ball, March 26th, ANC Theaters. Thank y'all for watching. And, it's going to be good, man. 2022, 2023, 2024, we all booked up. So it's going to be crazy.
Absolutely. Again, if you guys want an interview, especially my Countdown County folks, that we have a lot of hip hop talent out here. A lot of hip hop talent. Y'all reach out because some of the best talent I have seen here. Okay, whether people say that we can't rap in the South or we can't do this or we can't do that, let me tell you guys something. There is not one of you guys that will not move to that Tootsie Roll, and guess what? That's from the South. That's from us. That's homegrown. Play that out here and watch all of us get down the way you never seen me, especially when the South goes, okay?
Okay. Heard that. Yeah,
man. So any final thoughts? But I want to make sure that they interview. Please contact him. And of course, you can forward some of those interviews to me if you think it's something, if they're referred to me by anybody from any cast or crew that I've worked in, I guarantee you're going to get in on an interview. I know sometimes in my mailbox, I'm telling y'all, it's hot. It's constant. So
for sure.
I can't always get to everything. I just can't. Yeah, and I know you guys have been hearing it throughout the show. With that being said, you have any final thoughts before we get off air?
Oh man, I want to say thank you for the platform to be able to have this interview. Thank you just for being who you are. You know what I mean? Thank you to the lunchtime crew. Hopefully, come back. You know what I mean? And continue to do this again, man. And just like I said, catch We All Ball March 26th. And Hood Perspective Podcast. You can catch me on YouTube, man, and Facebook. So thank you.
Absolutely. And you guys, get your tickets. Follow any of us, and I guarantee you guys will see either something that we're tagged on. Because I always say Markel is an excellent marketer. Excellent. I'm good.
Yeah.
And he needs me and that.
Oh yeah, sure.
I tell him all the time. He is the bomb. The bomb. So anyway, I appreciate you for coming in, fam. I look forward to continuing with these roles. I wonder how I'm gonna step in with you and with Donnie and with everybody else, and what role this attorney will play with everybody. Sure. It will be interesting.
I can't wait.
Genius. Yes. So I want to make sure that you guys tune in, follow him, and once we get that rolling, I promise you guys we'll have flyers and links and everything to be able to listen to it constantly, because that's what we want. We want to see you guys elevate, and even if it's the music or whatever that is what's going to elevate you, then continue elevating, because if each and every one of us are able to do it, who are doing it, you can do it too. If I tell you guys my background and everything I've been through, I almost lost my life to domestic violence. Anything is possible, okay? Anything is possible. So with that being said, I love you, fam. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on my platform. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon, because we see each other out there. God bless you.
Yeah, we see you. All right, take care. Love.
All right.